Hi, I'm Tom Urban, President of the Estoban Corporation. I've got a few things I want to show you today. We're in our little test lab where we try to come in and break things so that you don't. And a few things came across that we want to talk, actually five new things we want to talk to you about. First off, getting through thimbled chimneys. And as you see from here, we've got probably about 12 foot of chimney with a really nice offset with some really nice misaligned liners. So we're trying to do real world applications here for you so we can give this thing a try to see how it works. So the first thing we want to show you is something we kind of came up with along the way. Actually, my daughter Shelly did. It's just a very piece of flexible tubing which is used 4 inches round, which is used for dust collection in wood shops. And it can be found relatively inexpensively for $50 to $1 a foot. And we put this inside the thimble, go around it, like duh, why wouldn't you think about this before? But it helps the camera get around. So with that, I'm going to go through step one and show you this. What I first do is I get it inside there, then I just push up against the wall and I just kind of turn left and right here a little bit. And it pops right up. So right now the tube is right about here above this little offset here. The next thing I want to show you is the combo camera. And I have camera looking up, which is our standard Enviro camera, or for those of you who purchase a secure camera, that's this camera here. We just lengthen the cable to come down and go into a Y. Then of course we have the lighthouse, or the rotational camera, which goes around 360 degrees in constant rotation. So you don't have to hold a button, you don't have to stop and turn the switch, it just goes around 360 degrees. Okay, with that, I'm going to put it inside the chimney. Then I'm going to show you how we can look up the chimney, and then if we're coming back down, I'll put it into the rotational camera, and then you can basically see all the joints as we come down. From there, then we'll show you the screen. We'll show you how you can work with taking the images from the screen on the snap button, and also we have a new card we put in here from iFi that allows you to take the images and put them directly to your iPhone, iPad, iTablet, Android, or whatever thing that has a Wi-Fi to it, and send it directly to that device. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Usually what I do is I set it down here and I push really, really slowly, and I get them to bend down. And I take and I slide the camera inside. Bring it down a little bit so you get it inside, and I push the camera up. I take the thinnest rod I have, a 1/2 inch, and this is a prototype camera. Now we have a nice little small attachment that goes through here, so it's not so big and bulky. I push the camera through in. As you see, if I look at the screen, I see I'm inside the tube. Now what I want to do is I'm going to flip it the other way. I'm going to look up inside the chimney. Okay. Ah, there you are. There. Put this guy on here, and I can just look at the side walls of the chimney. All right. Okie doke, see, because I'm going up. Okay, my tube's right here. Take a peek around. Back down a little bit. Okay, it goes to one side a little bit. Get up toward the top. Tries to see the joints. Turn it a little bit more so I can get it to go around. There she goes. You can see the chimney. And come back down. Go to the top. Alright, so now at the top, I've got a chance to look at the liners and see how they look. I'm going to go ahead and change the camera view to look this way. I'll turn the camera rotation on. And I've already been able to title with the screen and put liner 1 toward the top. So as I bring my camera back down, I can start looking at the joints and see how they look. So I go to joint number 1, which should be showing up here pretty shortly, and there it is. So the nice part is the cameras can set up. I don't have to stop it. Let me just pull the camera down just a little bit more so you can see it. There we go. And if I want to look at something, all I have to do is hit the snap button. You can push it up a little bit. See the rest of it. The cable can be my demarcation. They go through, I have it. All I have to do now is go back to backspace. Put the cursor back up here. Go to backspace. I can do liner 2. I'll pull the camera down and we'll go look in liner, joint number 2. Okay. look up everything up close if I want to. There's joint number 2. Same thing, all I have to do is hit snap, snap. Woo, big wide opening right there. If I want to stop it for a second, go back and check that, I can just leave it here if I want to, take a couple other videos if I want to, go back the other direction if I want, doesn't matter. And I've seen the whole entire joint, which is pretty close to right about now. There's my cable. Okay, I go down to my next one. The whole time the camera's rotating as it's going around, so if there is something on the sidewall you want to see close up, you can do it. And here's the next joint. So we'll change that over to liner 3. And I can go ahead and I can scan it. It looks pretty good there. Besides, oh, there's a dime. What was that? Hold on a second. Let me go back and look at that. Can I take that picture? I can. Go back the other way. Oh, that's looking pretty bad. Matter of fact, I didn't like the way that came around. I could wait for it to turn around, but I think I'll just take the image right now, show the customer we have a little bit of a situation there. Okay, come back down again. Oh, I see the dime, I've seen the rest of the chimney. I'll go down to the next liner. Joint to see what I have here. Take a rod off. Bring it down and oh, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna just take a look at it first. Yeah, this isn't looking too good. Okay, we'll need to change the joint to 4. There we go. And take those images again. So, there we go. Show the opening and the offset. That's better. There we go. Okay, so I have that liner. I'll come down to the next one. Okay. There's the top of my pipe. I'll pull my pipe out of the way just a little bit, see if there's another one I might be missing. There it is. Backspace, go to 5. And if there's anything here besides just being dry stacked and offset, let me go back and look at that a little bit more. I want to get a better image there. Put liner 5. Take that image. Back again. And I can take a look at the rest of it. There we go. Okay. And that should be all about the liners I think I have left. I'll pull the camera down a little bit more. Keeping the camera inside the tube. Now what I can do is then take the rest of it, take a rod off, and pull the camera and the thing back outside. There we go. And the camera is protected inside the tube along with the rod. So now I don't have to worry about scratching or beating up my lens of the camera, and at the same time be able to flexibility to get up inside the chimney. And I got the liner joints done. Now if I also want to see the top of this, I'm going to take this guy, whoops, push this all back down through. If I wanted to see my joint a little bit better, I could take the camera again and go like this. That's not going to give me the view I really want to see. So I'm going to take my T-wrench here. Because it's a short spindle, I just have to take this set screw out, pull this off, lay this back down here like so, and I can take the camera in by hand, and I can go ahead and I can look to see how my joint is connected to the liner. So as you can see, I got a bit of a space right around there. There's the bottom of the chimney. We come up around the sidewall. You can see how there's an opening around the side of the thimble. It comes around, back up there. So now I can see whether or not the thimble's really placed well or not. Pretty cool, huh? Not a bad shot right there. Let me go back and look at that one there. There it is. I got a gap against the thimble to the liner. Maybe I can stick my hand into it and explain it to the people, but it's kind of cool to be able to just tell them what's going on. So I have the camera. I'll just set this up like this and take this off. I've marked all my liners so I know which joints are which. It's easy enough for me to go back into mode and I can take a look at them. I'll go back this way, it's easier. Or I got all my images that I wanted. Got my markings on the liners and know which ones are which. Yep, got them all. Sounds like a plan. And with any luck, I should have worked out that. Check them on here. And here they are on the phone. Plus, anything that I've labeled on that screen there is now labeled on the phone. It's on the photo permanently. So the beauty part is that if you want to put Mrs. Jones 1543 Oak Street or whatever on there, and the liners or whatever you want to do for classification and documentation, you can do it. So the simpleness of having the board just lets me title things that I need to put on it to save me time having to find photos later on if I've got them wrong. And the beauty is that I get a chance to see the chimney looking straight up to show of how aligned it is and where it's going, the flexibility to get around an offset, the 360-degree rotation, I could stop, start, turn, whenever I want to do that, and the flexibility to being able to get it inside thimble chimneys. Beauty thing is too, is you can even use this for doing prefabs, because you can stick it up through, bend it along the sides of the prefab. Actually, while I'm talking about it, let me just show you. I'll just put this on here real quick. I'll drop this, pick this up off the floor, put this on back on again, and I'll just do it this way. I have a flat spot right on top of this thing. I just got to get it the right place. There it is. Put the T-wrench back on. This tube's a little longer than I'd like to have for this, but if I'll just show you real quick how I can do this. I can take it. Of course, like any prefabs, you look for which side it's on, and I want to say, okay, I want to put it on this side here. I take it and I snip it. Slowly past the damper, take the camera, do the same thing. There we go. Give myself another rod. And if I look at the screen, and if I go to, there's the inside of the prefab. And the beauty part about it, if I took the pipe, if I could get the pipe off, I can show you that I'm inside right here. I can see the liner, and if I want to change my other camera to that signal, I can, without scratching or denting up anybody's prefab damper, and making it much easier for me to get past it, and also stopping my cable getting wrapped around the top of the damper frame. Less cable breakage, easier getting in and out. It's a win-win. You do the same thing if you have a fireplace like so. You can put the pipe inside here like this and hold it in place and do your work without having to worry about your camera getting beat up or your rods getting ripped up, and cable. So that's pretty much all the kind of newer things we have here. So again, the flexible tube going inside thimble chimneys or prefab fireplaces if you want to. We've got the titler to put information on the thing. We have the iFi card now that sends it directly to your iPad, iPhone, Android device without any problems at all. Tablets, same thing. And the rotational camera that can start and stop with the color corrected LED lights to make your images come out crisper and cleaner. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to talk to you soon. Take care.